now the next person on our round table lineup is my very own mother who made my dress. I was trying to sit a little higher so y'all can see it, my fabulous outfit. I said, let me let me wear something. Actually, last week I wore something that she made too. And I think every weekend, every Saturday for these conversations, I'm just gonna show my mother. Oh, so we're gonna bring up my mom and let me share the screen again. Share. Can you see this? You all can see this. And again, I'm not going full screen because I keep losing it and I don't want to lose it. But basically, let's see, the first photo I can see, right? The first photo is actually back in the 80s, right? That was a fashion show at our church. I was a very little girl at the time. And the lady in both of them actually are my aunts. And my mom made both outfits. And I mean, the one in the white, she passed away in 2019. But I mean, she was like my mother's model, so to speak. I know I can see your face, you're getting all emotional, right? But you're strong, you can do this. And then in the 90s, and I really want to talk about this. In the 90s, you see all of these are family friends. And so my mom made clothing for them. And then like every Friday night, every weekend or something, if they didn't have somewhere to go, they would just gather together at somebody's house and you see, celebrate. They're like, this is a party. And they would wear her outfits and, just enjoy life and celebrate each other. And now in the 2000s, look, I mean, she's making things for people on television. And, I mean, from casual outfits to gowns and wedding dresses, my mother makes them all. But let me stop sharing the screen. Stop share. Right. So my mom makes them all, right? But just to tie into our conversation last week, we talked about the mother line and passing on legacy. And Mommy Gail, like I call you behind the scenes, you watch Granny and you watch her sew and make the best clothing in Tobago. And even when she moved to Trinidad, what age did you start sewing and why did you take interest in it?
Well, first of all, everyone knows that I'm a laid back, quiet, not talkative person. So I have my notes. So I'm going to be reading from my notes.
Well, listen, first of all, thank you because I knew that my mom is like this. And I mean, just the mere fact that she said yes and she's doing it. Let's just drop some love in the chat for Petula and let's drop some love in the chat for Mommy Gail right now because she's stepping out of her comfort zone doing this.
Yes. So I would say probably when I was 4 years old, when I first started sewing my dolls' clothes. I also used to make paper dolls and dress them up with scraps from my mother's fabrics. When asked, I would tell people that I want to be a designer when I grow up. And my mom was always stylish, so I kind of got that from her. But I learned from looking at my mom, always being around her. I always had a creative mind. And then when I was in high school, for my home economics class, I did sewing and cooking. So, yeah.
Wow, 4 years old. And it's funny because they all thought that I would pick it up, but I said, you know what? You can make the clothes and I would wear them. But I do participate. I model your clothes, right? And many times people, ask me a number and I give it to them and the rest is history. But I remember you used to sew for people from all walks of life, from neighbors to colleagues and fellow church members. And as a matter of fact, I remember, pardon? Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I remember the first, well, I mentioned that the first photo was from back in the 80s when you sewed for church, and you even did a fashion show at Christian Cultural Center in the very early 2000s. And you know, you made clothing for, I believe it was Gail Bentley Taylor or something like that. She was an anchor in Trinidad, right? And so now you're actually sewing for other anchors, right? So it comes full circle. Um, and although a lot of these people that you sew for can literally walk into a store and purchase whatever it is that they want, there's something to be said about having clothing made just for you. So why do you think wearing clothes that fit well and reflects one's personality can be an act of self-care, right? And what advantages of custom made clothing versus off the rack pieces when it comes to making a woman feels best? What are the advantages you would say about that?
When you dress in a way that aligns with your authentic self, confidence flows naturally. There's no second guessing. If you're wearing the right thing, you'll step out into the world assured, knowing your outfit expresses you. As far as self-care is not is self-care is about more than bubble baths and spas. It's more about caring for your mind, body, and spirit. And what you wear can have a powerful effect on how you feel about yourself. When you dress for yourself in colors, textures, and styles that speaks to you, you send a message to yourself saying that you are worth investing in. The
Amen.
advantages of custom made versus off the rack. When compared off the rack to off the rack clothing, custom made clothing allows a woman to feel her best by providing a perfect fit that flatters her body shape. It enhances her confidence and allows for personalized style choices since it is tailored specifically to measurements and preferences. Unlike mass-produced garments fit that may not fit her unique body shapes. Most times these need alterations. Tailored garments not only fit effortlessly, but also make you feel more comfortable because they are carefully crafted to give you a comfortable look without compromising the fit. Custom clothing also allows a woman to individually design choices, such as fabric, color, pattern, and details, enabling a woman to express her unique style and personality.
I hear that. Well, thank you so much. So what are, we'll wrap it up here with this last question. What are some of the must-have wardrobe staples?
Um, the first one is the LBD. I think, well, everybody should know that one, right? What a
Little
LBD
black
is.
dress?
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad I got it right.
You know, simple. You can dress it up, dress it down. It never goes out of style. Then a white t-shirt, which is very versatile. It can be worn with anything and many outfits. A crisp blouse, meaning it can be in any fabric or style. It can be cotton, a nice silk that can stand up. And this can be worn with a blazer. It can be worn with anything also. Then you must have a blazer because a blazer, it lasts for decades and it can be fitted oversized or accessories. A comfortable pair of sneakers, a trench coat, which is easy to throw on any season. You can layer it with jeans, chunky sweater. It can be paired with a pleated skirt, t-shirt, for warmer weather. A pair of black pants. Black pants that can make you feel slimmer, taller, and sleeker.
Okay.
Also, a pair of jeans. When they fit well, they can enhance your personal style. Also have a good tote bag, pair of heels, cardigan that can be layered over anything. And I forgot a little white dress, which is a cousin to the little black dress. And this usually makes you feel more feminine, and you dress it up, you go to parties. And what I have next, a camisole top, which can be used for layering also. Then you must have, not a lot, very little jewelry, like a little gold chain, a watch, simple watch, which is timeless. Maybe a little gold hoop, little jewelry, some pearls, or like pearl earrings, neck pearls, and that's about everything I think about. But the key is to choose pieces that you look and feel good in.
Amen. I love that. I have to write that down.
That's that.
Choose pieces you feel good in.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, I mean, I got some education tonight and I am so excited. I'm gonna do some inventory and see what I am missing. Thank you so much for sharing your insights. We're grateful that you stepped out of your comfort zone and give my mom some love in the chat, people.